the show, early stage venture capital firm 8X Ventures. They announced their first close of the second DeepTech fund. It's going to be an India-focused fund at about 200 crore rupees. Let's connect with Chirag Gupta. He's joining in as the managing partner. Thank you so much for taking time out. Let's talk a little bit more about the aim of this fund. I understand you're looking at early stage Indian deep tech startups. What's the game plan over the next few years with the fund?
So the latest fund is a 200 crore fund, which is focused on deep tech sectors, primarily focusing on 4 areas. First being robotics, second being Industry 4.0, third being biotech, and fourth being computing. We are very, very excited about each of these 4 sectors. And the common theme across these 4 sectors, the technology that they are working on has to be comparable or better than every other alternative available across the globe. And it should be commercially ready in the span of next 2 to 3 years.
So there's very specific sectors as well that you will be focusing on: water, sanitation and hygiene, a lot of B2B enterprise, SaaS businesses across the country. Tell us a little bit more.
There are 4 sectors. First is, and each of these sectors have been picked up based on what exactly is the need of the hour in the Indian ecosystem. The first sector is water, sanitation, and hygiene. So in the water, sanitation, and hygiene, there are a lot of developments that are possible using technology, and that has been the big gap in the market. So that's the first sector for us. Second for us is manufacturing sector. In the manufacturing, in government has been putting a lot of push on the manufacturing sector, but a lot of innovation is possible using technology. So that is the second sector that we are focusing on. Third, we are looking at is a biotech sector to see how biology, the technology in biology can be used in the advancement of human life. And fourth is the computing sector. Computing being, we're talking about semiconductor, cybersecurity, which is aligned with the smart city mission of the nation.
So what is the goal in terms of your total investment size, and how many startups are you looking to invest in total?
So the idea is to invest in 18 to 20 startups initially, and our initial check sizes will be 2 crores to 5 crores, and with the follow-on checks in 8 to 10 companies, and that follow-on check will range from 15 crores to 20 crores. So overall investment in a company can go up to 20 to 25 crores. But eventually we'll start with 18 to 20 companies, doubling down on 8 to 10 companies.
And you had gone on record as well to talk about how the Indian deep tech system has a lot of better return opportunities as compared to what we see in the US, Europe, or even the Middle East. What's the outlook on the space as a whole?
So Indian deep tech sector has just started growing up. So theoretically speaking, before 2016, there was no deep tech sector in India. And it has grown massively from almost 0 deep tech companies to 3,600 deep tech companies in a span of 8 years. But still the funding portion going to deep tech in India is approximately 3 to 4%. Which is a lot less than what US gets right now. So in the US investment ecosystem, it's approximately 24% of the investments go into the deep tech sector. In the European ecosystem, it's about 23 to 24% as well. In China, it's about 20-21%. India is still is way behind that. However, we are pretty confident that Indian ecosystem is going to catch up soon. There have been many policy advancements which have already come in the last 1 to 2 years, and there are multiple policy advancements that are expected in the next 1 to 2 years. There is already a draft policy, a deep tech policy in place, which is for 1 lakh crore rupees. All these policies, initiatives by government, by academic institutions, by corporates, we are pretty confident is going to move the needle.
So how much of investment has the fund already secured from HNIs, and what is the outlook for the fund, for the space as a whole?
So far, we have secured commitments of 60 crores, largely from family offices and HNIs, both in India and Dubai. We also have additional approximately 50 crores of soft commitments from some other family offices in HNI, which we are quite confident we'll be signing up in a matter of next 3 to 5 months. Um, Overall, for the remaining capital, we are right now speaking to some of the family offices in Dubai as well as India. And we are fairly confident by this time next year, we should have raised 200 plus crores and we'll be ready to deploy. So we have already started deploying because we are pretty confident about the fundraise based on our investment pipeline. There has been an active inbound interest as well into this thesis, both from domestic investors and international investors.
Okay, good to have you on board. Thanks for joining in.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.